The Senate finally screens and confirms Justice Walter Onnoghen as the Chief Justice of Nigeria. I'm Linda Kibe, and you're welcome to the Gavel. It was an hour-long screening exercise in the Senate during the week as federal lawmakers threw a variety of questions at Justice Onnoghen on issues such as corruption in the judiciary and judicial reform. But at the end of the day, federal lawmakers confirmed Justice Onnoghen as the Chief Justice of Nigeria, effectively ending months of speculations on whether or not he would be the next Chief Justice of Nigeria, as he is the most senior justice in the Supreme Court. So let's take a look at the screening exercise in the Senate. Justice Walter Onnoghen takes the last few steps from the National Assembly foyer into the Senate chamber. He is here for the highly anticipated screening exercise for the position of a Chief Justice of Nigeria. His nomination was a talking point in the country, as many feared this day may not come because of the delay by President Buhari to send his name to the Senate for confirmation as stipulated in the Constitution. The screening exercise begins. Deputy Senate President Ike Ekweremadu fires the first question.
There's been this argument whether there should be separate courts for corruption-related matters. And it appears that the judiciary has been reluctant in supporting that move. As the head of judiciary, what do you think should be the way forward?
If the government wants to establish any court and how many courts, the judiciary wouldn't say no. But I believe if we can put our acts together and do the right thing, carry out proper investigation before charging a man to court, and when you get there, be ready to prosecute your case because the judges are always there. But there will be adjournments, most often not at the instance of the court.
These lawmakers appear to have special interest in the screening exercise, as some of them either have pending court cases or have experienced rigorous judicial processes to retain their seats. These were reflected in the type of questions asked.
There are serious challenges facing the judiciary that has eroded the confidence of the average Nigerian in our judiciary. One of those challenges, sir, is the question of time. How long cases take in our judicial system?
The confidence of the public in the judiciary, based on the fact that we have had instances of same facts, with the almost, in fact, same facts coming before two courts and divergent decisions emerging. For instance, the public seems to have more confidence in the Supreme Court than in all other courts below the Supreme Court. That is a fact.
I assure you that the independence of the judiciary will be continued. The independence of the judiciary will continue, and that under my watch it will be reinforced. That one is there's no compromise on that, because you see, I said it earlier. If you don't have an effective and independent judiciary, you cannot talk of the society itself. Conflicting judgments they are bound to happen, because when you sue before Judge A in Abuja and you go to Sokoto and sue before Judge B, different party but on the same subject matter, and you file your processes in Abuja, not the same processes but different processes in Sokoto, as that lawyer sees it. The judge in Abuja may decide to allow the application, while the one in Sokoto may decide to dismiss it. Now, the system has its own regulatory mechanism through the means of appeal. That is how we resolve these things. But to think that we can do away with conflicting judgments in a judiciary, every judiciary in the world, is not going to be possible. So that is that. But the aspect of the particular case is talking, I think the matter is still sub judice, and I should be excused from commenting on it.
On the issue of disobedience to court orders, Justice Onnoghen maintained that the solution should be left to the Executive and the National Assembly to handle. Civil society organizations have expressed concerns over the advisor, Colonel Sambo Dasuki, retired, and the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. Just as the Senate screened Justice Onnoghen, the House of Representatives is seeking better funding for the judiciary.
As the Senate screened the acting Chief Justice of Nigeria, the House of Representatives Committee on Judiciary has tasked the federal government to prioritize funding for the judiciary to cater for its needs. The chairman of the committee, Representative Aminu Shehu Shagari, made the call during a 2017 budget defense by the National Judicial Council, NJC. Representative Shagari further expressed concern that the 42.8% increase in the 2017 budgetary proposal may not cater for the needs of the judiciary, noting that 70 billion naira was approved for the judiciary in 2016, while the sum of 100 billion naira was proposed in the 2017 appropriation bill.
Before your budget defense, will take you for reviewing what you did in 2016, how you implemented 2016 Appropriation Act before moving into budget defense to justify why you need ABC when in last year you were given XYZ.
Meanwhile, in the midst of swirling allegations of gross resource diversion and abuse of due process, the House of